But, you know, I like my pants to fit like that. You know, I get that. You know, some women want their shit just to fit up in it, just a little bit. Not saying that, you know, I got to fit all tight in the pussy. No, you don't want it tight in the pussy. But you do want it to be up in there a little bit where it's kind of fitting a little bit. So if these are not fitting in the pussy right, then these pants is going back. Because I haven't bought a 20 pant in a long time. You know, and I'm not saying I'm above that because I'm not. But, you know, if they're not going to fit me the way I want them to fit me. And then, too, I don't really feel no stretch in them. Let me see. It says 98% cotton and 2% spandex. So, I don't know. We're going to see how they fit. But if they ain't fitting on my pussy right, they going back. So, anyway, family, these are one of my favorite chips, Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna get up off this one. I'm gonna lock up on my chips. I'm gonna start putting all this stuff away. I have containers and, you know, crafting containers, you know, to put all my little goodies and shit in. So all this stuff here. Remember I told you guys that I'm having my own little section where I can make my videos and all that stuff, and then where I'm sitting at a desk and, you know, I'm able to draw and doodle, you know, and, you know, different things while I'm talking to y'all. And so on my desk, that's why I got, you know, my pink shit to go on my desk. So that's the motivation of all these little pink things that you guys are seeing. These are all going to go on my desk. As well as my, damn, scissors. So anyway, family, let me sit here, crack open my chips, read you guys' emails because I've been gone like all day. I didn't, I talked to Helen. Helen called me a few minutes ago. And so, I need to see this new unit that my girl got. So, I need to check that out. So, I'm just getting ready to sit here and get caught up. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my new subscribers. I am able to see what kind of email I got. But I just ain't had the time to sit down and read it. And, you know, again, y'all know, you know, the sub thing. I mean, it's cool. I appreciate it. I really do. I really, really do. I really, really appreciate the time that you guys give me in y'all lives. Y'all just don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other shit you can be doing. You know what I mean? There's other shit you can do. You know? But yeah, you choose to give me a little bit of your time every other day, once a week. You know what I'm saying? Once every 2 weeks. Bi-weekly. However to get down is. You still allow me to come into your home and talk a little shit. You know, make light of a few things. You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate that, because it's other shit y'all motherfuckers can be doing. Y'all can be on some whole other shit, be like, man, fuck this bitch. This bitch is looking crazy, the motherfucker anyway. Boo. Gung. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got to give me your time. You just ain't got to do it. So I appreciate it, and I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to just marinate on all these little goodies I got. Excuse me. Oh, shit, I'm burping and shit. You know what? Am I just nasty? I mean, am I just nasty? I'm just saying. Is it me though? I mean, do I just have a problem? Cause I'm slobbing and drooling and shit, and now I just you know just a little burped a little bit and all that. Man, only thing I ain't done on camera is toot, huh? I ain't tooted yet, but that's cool. I don't need to, cause it ain't for that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna sit here. I got a phone call to make to thank them for my passes that I just did not use. And this was expensive passes, you know what I mean? I mean, though, you know, still, that was an expensive gesture. And I really need to, you know, call. And then to give me 2 of them, too, you know. And so I really need to make that call and let them know I'm really sorry that I was unable to attend. You know, I missed Martin last night. I missed it. But anyway, let me go. Oh, y'all, I was in the store and I was talking to this young lady at the register. And so she was asking me, what you going to do with all these t-shirts? And I was telling her that I'm going to rip them up. I'm going to stud them up. You know, I'm going to throw a little extra glitter on them, a little Sebastian, you know what I'm saying? You know, cut the sleeves and all that. So she was like, wow. She was like, well, how much do you charge? Can you do mine? If, you know, we exchange numbers or whatever and I pay you to do some shirts for me? I said, girl, I would not take your money on some shit that you could do yourself. Ain't no way in the world I would take your money. I don't even know you from nobody. But I'll show you how to do it. So, you know, of course, I told her that, you know, I text more than I talk. And so, you know, and I've seen this young lady a few times in, you know, my local Walmart, you know what I'm saying? sister, you know. And so I had gave her my little contacts and stuff, and I told her, I said, you know, we can convey about different things. You know, I can help you, you know, whatever it is that you know, want to create. You know, let's, you know, converse and kind of, you know, throw some ideas back and forth. Like me and Salima yesterday was throwing ideas back and forth. And that's how you learn and, you know, start to broaden your stuff and then after a while you start just finding yourself just buying all kind of extra shit. You know, but then that makes the projects easier because now in the midst of you doing a project, it's like, damn, I already got that already. I don't need to buy that again. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, it appears to be expensive. It does. But I'm hoping, I don't know how many shirts I can create with one bottle. We're going to see. But since T Only's school colors is purple and gold, that's why I got the purple and that's why I got the gold. So we're going to see on how many shirts we can actually get from a bottle. We'll see. If we're able to get 3, that's proper. You know what I'm saying? So then therefore, my little $7 didn't go in vain. You know what I'm saying? No, there was $5.99. So that little $5.99 was still $6. But it didn't go in vain. You know what I mean? So, and then at Joann's, because I got some of these from Joann's too. And Joann's were $5.99 and they were 25% off. And do you guys know that the Udo machine now is $300? Now, I got mine for $99. Salima got hers for $99. And that was the best time to buy them. Because now they're actually $300. I'm tripping. Now, you know what I hate, what I regretted that I didn't get, that I should have got when I saw the shit for $59.99? A Cricut. I want me a Cricut, y'all. And I don't want to have to wait for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if I put it out there in the air, then, you know, Tony and the kids will give me one, you know, for Cricut. Because like for my birthday, y'all, I want me an iPad. I want me an iPad for my birthday. I'm putting it out in the universe right now. I want me an iPad for my birthday. But I need a coupon. So if all I need y'all to do is hook me up on where I can give me a coupon at. Because ain't them bastards like $500 or something? You know, and see, I want me a good megabyte when you know what I'm saying? I want it on deck. I want it ready. You know what I mean? Because see, like with my iPod, my iPod, oh my God, I think I got like 8,000 songs or something on my iPod. And I got that, that touch, is it 64 gig touch? Yeah, the 64 gig touch. And so, but yeah, so I need some megabytes, you know, I mean some gigabytes, you know what I'm saying? I need one that's, you know, I don't want the little standard one. I want one a little bit better than the standard one because I don't know if you can upgrade them or not, you know, so give me the best you got on the market right now. Though that don't mean shit, because by the time Christmas comes, they're going to come out with the iPad 3. What you bet? What you bet they're going to come out with the iPad 3 by Christmas time. Now here I'm trying to do all this. Now just like when I look at my my iPod Touch, it was the shit when I got it. You know what I'm saying? Ken bought it for me. And I think Ken paid like, $400 or something for that iPod. You know what I'm saying? When they first came on deck, it was like not this Christmas, the previous Christmas. Okay, so not the 2010 Christmas, the 2009 Christmas. Yeah, that's when Ken bought me that iPod for Christmas. And I think he paid $400 and something. But what we did was we went and got it on base. That might be another thing too about my iPad. I might have to go and get it on base because you don't pay no taxes. So when he was buying the iPod for me, I was like, well, let's go to the BX. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to pay no taxes on it, you know, because all we had to do was just get the extra extended warranty and we was cool in the game. But, you know, if it's $400, then you tack on the extra, you know, 8.25% taxes. You know what I'm saying? Now that's an extra, what, about $25 worth of taxes or something? $30 worth of taxes? Fuck that. You know, so then therefore, yeah, so y'all hook me up on a coupon code or something to give me the proper ass iPad. I saw the real cute, they have some real cute Hello Kitty iPad, you know, the sleeves. I like that. I did see a real nice one in Ross that was, what was it? Juicy Couture. It was a nice Juicy Couture one I saw on Ross one day. Bad in the motherfucker. And I didn't have an iPad at first, but I was like, oh my God, that is tight. I mean, it was beautiful. So I want me a nice little sleeve and stuff to go with it. So anyway. So yeah, let me start putting all this shit away and do it moving.